Hi everybody. Today I'm playing a video to remind everybody that next month on the 11th is the anniversary of the Nintendo DS Lite. So if you still have this, your Nintendo DS Lite, and it still works, it will be the anniversary of it when it first came out. The Nintendo DS Lite came out of June the 11th, 2006. That's when these first came out. So if you still have these and they're still playable, that's when it first came out. And so mine is still playable, still in working order. So I will be playing on mine. And and I have brought mine out, which is I kind of like bringing mine out to see. Mine's still in working order, still playable, and I also have the DSi, and it's still working order. And I believe the DSi came out in December, following after that one, which would be so if you still got the DSi, no sooner after the DS Lite, the DSi came following afterwards. So if you still have these, the anniversary of this one here, I believe, came up in December. So that will be a great time to get these out. So yes, this one here still works. And so yes, happy to let you know. I remember when this first came out, and I used to use this for alarm clock to get up in the morning to be able to get my daughter out of bed for school in the morning. When my daughter had to go to school in the morning time, I used to use the alarm clock on this to get my daughter out of school. Or when we had to go to church in the morning, I used to use the alarm clock on this. And this freaking little thing here in the alarm clock would scare you out of bed. And you remember the Pickle Chat? I still every once in a while go in my Pickle Chat right here and still draw in it. Even though you can't get nobody, I will use the Pickle Chat for drawing in and just kind of like fool around and draw. But no, you can't pick up nobody no more because nobody has one. I mean, my mom has one. And when she has hers, you have to excuse me if I start belching. I've been feeling kind of sick today. I've been having acid reflux. My acid reflux disease been really acting up today, so I've not been feeling really well. So I just took an acid reflux pill, so I'm going to be kind of belching a little bit here and there. But yeah, I remember when my daughter was a kid and first had these. When I first bought mine, mine was not this color though. Mine was a soft pink. Mine was a soft pink. This here is a metallic pink. And when the DSi XL came out, I bought the DSi XL and gave the soft pink one and the DS Lite to my daughter. And she got it messed up. And she got it messed up. Didn't take care of it right. And her daddy was right. Her daddy told me, don't give it to our daughter because she won't take care of it and everything. And we had these two dogs and one was sick. And sure enough, he was right because she laid it on the floor of the van we had, and the dog got sick all over it and destroyed the circuit breaker and everything in it. And then I got her a secondary one, which is a DSi, which is what she wanted, was a DSi. So I got her one similar to this one, only in a blue, and which is mine's pink. So I got our blue one like this at GameStop, and I paid a good bit of money for it. and I got it for her, and I told her to take care of this one, and she didn't. Of course, she cracked the screen in it. So when I went to go and clean it one day, I didn't know that there was a crack in it because it was so tiny that the solution that I used to clean it went down a circuit board and fried it. I was really upset about that because she kept banging on it really hard with her stylus, and it fried the whole system. And then her dad went out and got her DSi XL. Well, she wasn't taking care of all of her games right that I bought her, and she wound up sitting in a cat's stool and wind up melting them in the dryer, and I was not too happy, and I bought all those games for her, and it came out of my pocket, out of my Social Security claim. So I wasn't too happy about that. She wasn't taking care of them right. And I told her when I first bought them for her that knowing that they were out of my Social Security claim, I told her they were not just hers, they were mine too. And that she better take care of them because I could take them away just that fast because they came out of the government funds. And she wasn't taking care of them, so I took it from her. And, I mean, she would probably take care of them now, knowing that she's older. She'd probably take care of them now. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen my daughter since I left, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I mean, I have said I left Pennsylvania because her daddy was abusive. My daughter was abusive. I mean, whether or not she would take care of one now, I don't know. But her dad was very abusive to me. He threw me out like a piece of garbage. And I wasn't going to let them sit in that house for her and her dad to pawn. So I brought them back down here with me. And whether or not she took care of them or not, I don't know. But she wound up selling her DSi XL. And I wasn't going to, and she wound up selling it in a yard sale. She wound up selling her game in the yard sale. And I was like, well, and just think I had thought about, sending her games to her. And I was like, well, too late for that. She just done made up my mind. So, forget that. Because I was hoping, because Jennifer was telling me at the time that she was taking good care of them. So I'm not going to send her something that she ain't going to take care of. That she's going to constantly sell or pawn or whatever. So no, I'm not going to do it. So, no, she ain't, because she haven't took care of the set that I've given her, or taking care of the stuff that her father's given her, or and then she got a 3DS off of a friend of hers, and she sold that. So I'm not going to send her stuff up there for her to sell. No. No. It's not going to happen. I can't trust her if she's going to do that. No. I can't trust her with it. So, as far as my game system's concerned, as long as she keeps selling stuff like that could be passed on to her kids or her grandkids, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to give them to her. I'm not going to pass them on down to her because I can't trust her or her father and so forth. I can't. And it's not going to happen. So I can't will them to her and to be a family heirloom. Because I would like to, I say these game systems, and I say my game system, I'll open one day, that it could be a family heirloom. But it can't be a family heirloom if she ain't going to take care of it. And so I have to pass it on to another side of another generation. So I'm going to pass it on to my granddaughter because I can't trust her. So it's going to my son's daughter. And if I find out they sold it, then I'm going to be upset because I want this to be a family heirloom to be passed on from generation, to talk about history of what I used to play on, and or what I used to have, or what I used to like reading and stuff like that. I want it to be an heirloom. And, and I want Bibles to be passed down from both sides. So I have a Bible for each one of my kids. I have a Bible for my daughter. I got a Bible for my son. I got a Bible for my granddaughter laying in my house to be passed on. And a Bible for my granddaughter. I got a Bible for each one of my children and grandchildren to be passed on. And one that, and I found one just like the one that I had when I was a kid to be passed on to my daughter. I found one just to match the Bible that looked just like the one that I had when I was a kid to be passed on to my daughter. And I would like to pass it on to my daughter or my granddaughter. But as long as they're going to be doing what they're doing, I can't pass it on. So, I want to pass on. That might be the most that what they will get is my Bibles. And, we'll see with a letter. Because I may wind up selling just to keep all the kids from fighting over everything. I might do what my aunt did. Sell everything. Because that's what my aunt did. My aunt sold everything she had to pay for the funeral expenses and pay the bills off. That's what she did. So I might wind up doing the same thing. Do the same thing she did. If I get a notice that I'm going to die before a certain age, I might do the same thing she did. Sell everything I had to pay my bills off and my funeral bill off. Same thing my aunt did. And just give my kids a Bible. And let that be their heirloom. Their family heirloom. To be passed down to each generation of the family. And that'd be probably about the only thing they get. So that way they can't fight over anything else. And that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they are. Because my daughter gets jealous over my son. And my son is jealous over my daughter. And vice versa. And, and now that I got a granddaughter involved, there ain't no telling. So we'll see how things go in between now and then. But only time can tell. But I'm going to get out of here. But I also want to sit there and mention this too, Things are going on in my town. There are some things going on in my town that I don't like. And there are some things going on, I tell you, I just don't like it. I live here in Liberty County, and I don't know if y'all heard about what's going on with Maud Obley, with what's been going on. And I live here in Liberty County, Georgia. And I don't know if you heard about what's going on with Maud Obley. And let me tell you something. I hate what happened to Maud Obley. Okay? I hate what happened to him. And I hope the two guys that killed that kid gets the death penalty. That kid don't deserve... the two guys don't deserve to get out of prison for killing Maud Obley. I'm sorry. They don't deserve to get out of jail. And I agree with the way some of these... This is not a prejudice remark. I am rooting for the black people. I understand how they feel. If it was my kids, and think about it. Y'all just sit there and think about it. What if it was your kids that got shot by these two guys? What if it was your kid? It don't matter if they're black, white, Asian. It don't matter if they're pink, green. What if it was your kid and your kid is going out for a jog, okay? And these two white guys come up in a truck, okay? And they shoot your kid. For what? For what? Okay? For what? That kid didn't do nothing but going out for a morning run, and he's being accused of what? Stealing? What did he steal? What proof does these two guys have that this kid stole? What proof? Okay? I understand that their family are mourning. Understand that they lost a loved one. I really do. I would be angry too. I lost my brother. My brother was killed in a bad car accident, okay? My brother was killed up in North Georgia. And I lost my brother. I lost my brother. I have two kids. I got a grandbaby if something happened to them. And these two, and they were shot like this. I'd be angry too. I would be angry. I would be angry. This a boy, a kid, gone too soon. A kid gone too soon. This kid was gone too soon. My brother died at 24 years of age. Alright, I lost my brother when he was young in a car accident. And my brother was, I am 46 years old. My brother was killed on leap year, okay? He was killed in a bad car accident on leap year, okay? His buddy fell asleep behind the wheel. But I had to learn to forgive because it was the only way I could move on with my life. I had to learn to forgive. Because Jesus sat there and said, forgive your enemies for I have forgiven you also. Love your enemies for I have loved you also. We don't understand what God has in store, why it's time for our children to go when it is their time, or why our brothers why it's time when our brothers go when it's their time, or why our sisters go when it's their time. We don't understand that. We don't understand why God takes the children at a young age when they do. My brother died after graduation. My mother lost her kids, lost two kids. My mother buried a baby due to crib death, and then she lost my brother due to a car accident on leap year. We don't understand these things. Nobody does. Only person who can tell us is God Himself, and God takes people away from us because maybe He's trying to tell us something. Maybe He wants our attention. Maybe it's just their time. But do I condone what happened to Maud Hobley? No, I don't. I don't condone this. Nobody should take another person's life in their own hand. I don't care if you're a retired cop. If you're a retired cop, you're not above the law. You are retired. You are out of your jurisdiction. You can't do nothing. Your job is to call the cops. You're no longer an officer. Your job is to call the cops. If your stuff is stolen, why did you call the cops? If you knew this kid if you think this kid stole your stuff, why didn't you call the cops? Why'd you go and have to shoot the kid? And let the cops investigate it. Not go and kill this kid. They killed this kid in cold blood. For what gain? And now it is starting a war in my own town. Alright, let me tell you something to the people in my town. Alright, this is not a racial thing. Don't get me wrong. I want to let all the black people know this is not a racial thing. Not all of us white people are like that. I want you to know that. I'm not like that. I'm not prejudiced. I love you guys. I really do. I've got neighbors down the road. I love them. I love you guys. Okay? I love you guys. I have no problems with you. Please understand that I have no problems with you. Okay? My dad served in the army so you could be free. I love you guys. And I don't condone what happened to this boy. I'm not going to hurt your kids. I love kids. I have kids myself. I want you to know your kids are safe around me, my family. We're not going to hurt your kids. Not all white people are like that. Not all of us are mean-spirited. I am a Christian. I love all people. Okay? I got attacked twice, 3 times, out in public by 3 different black women because they thought I was going to attack them or their children. My mom got attacked 3 times because they thought my mother was going to attack their kids by 3 different black women. We are not going to hurt you. Not all of us are like that. Stop being so afraid. Not all of us are like that. Okay? I have friends that are black. My neighbor down the road, they're from Africa. I love them to death. They're nice people. They're good people. Okay? I got neighbors that I love that are black. I got a best friend of mine who has a husband that's black and she's white that lives in Arizona, and I love her to death. I love her husband to death, her kids to death. I am not prejudiced. I want to get that straight. Not all of us are like that. My mom did not raise me to be that way. So I'm not that way. But I hope you appreciated me for speaking up and speaking out on how I feel. I love you guys. I love all of you. Because we are all God's children. It don't matter if you're black, blue, white, pink, purple. We are all God's children. In the eyes of God, we are all His children. We all bleed the same. If you peel back our skin, our bones the same. If you prick our skin, we bleed the same. There is too much going on in this world for prejudiceness on both sides. There is too much going on in this world. We are already dealing with the coronavirus. Let's not deal with this either on top of it all. Let's all just pray together for peace. That's what it should be about. Peace. Let's not repeat histories of what happened back then with our ancestors. Let's just let it be peace. Let's Not show with what happened, what these black people, what these two white guys did to Maud Aubrey, to Maud Aubrey to happen again. Let's show that to these guys that we are better than they are. That we're not going to let this be a repeat. That we're going to love each other in unity. Ain't that what Martin Luther King wanted? Is for us to be a unity? Not about hate? To be a unity? Wasn't that his dream? For us to be together in unity? Isn't that what he talked about? Didn't he say, I had a dream that one day that blacks and whites will be together, that there will be no more hate, that there will be no more separation, that we will all live together? But you're trying to force that issue to go back to the old ways, when you should be fighting for a new way. And that's for us to be together. Isn't that what it's supposed to be? That white and black hold hands together and not fight? And say, yes, you're my brother. Yes, you're my sister. According to God. And yes, we could be friends. And yes, we could sit there and hug each other. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? And I hope you can hear me out on this. It should not be about war. It should be about love. It should be about love and peace. That's what we should stand up for. Love and peace. And I love you guys. I really do. I love all of y'all. Because I don't want it to be about hate. I really don't. And I hope y'all don't. And I hope you appreciate this. Because I sure in the heck don't want my kids to be hateful. I really don't. Because I want my kids to be educated that not to be hateful. And if you're happy that I came forward saying, this is how I feel. I'm just coming out saying how I feel. And if you appreciate it, that I'm coming out and coming forward saying how I feel, please put a like. Please subscribe. Please put a comment, because that's all I'm doing. I'm just speaking my mind, saying how I feel. I do love you guys. I love each and every last one of you. And I hope you understand. I love every last one of y'all. Thank you for allowing me to talk and speak my mind. Thank you for listening. And if you agree, you know what you got to do. Thank you so much. And I hope this gives y'all some peace. Just remember, we're all not like that. Not all of us are like that. Thank you. Good night. And have a peaceful night. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, veterans, for everything you've done. Thank you for going out there trying to for protecting us. Thank you for thank you for your sacrifice. And I greatly appreciate everything you've done. My dad was in the service, my uncle was in the service, and my cousin was in the service. Thank you for your utmost sacrifice. And I have a lot of respect for you guys. Thank you. God bless. Y'all have a blessed night.